Hello and welcome to episode 41 of Comics with Stevie D. And this is more wins from the dollar bin. So last episode I showed a lot of DC books because I was low on those. I only got about a third of a shark box full of DC. I've been a Marvel guy my whole life. So since I was, let's dedicate this show to Stan Lee. Stan Lee presents Stevie D. I wish. Okay, so the first book we have here, Conan, Battle for the Serpent Crown, #1 from 2020. An Ashrar and McCraig cover. Now, the reason I like this so much, it's the first issue, which comic companies just crank them out by the dozens. So, but someday, 50 years from now, this may be worth something, just like Iron Man books are. So what I want to show you, this interior page, that's Conan as you know him. And this page here is Conan on the Las Vegas Strip. And just think what is probably going through his mind. All right. Throw up the next book. Captain Marvel. I love this cover. It's just exploding rays of light. Kind of like an umbrella. Kind of like a quasar. Captain Marvel's 50th issue from 2023. A Carmen Carnero cover. And that's a beaut. And we'll keep things going here. All the X-Men fans out there. Alright, I like this Wolverine cover because he's always yellow and blue. And this one, he's like part of the environment, kind of camouflaged. But you can still see them claws sticking out down here. And he's got a patch. And I don't know anything about this. But #3. I'll tell you what I found out from the cover. Wolverine patch #3 from 2022. A George Shaw and Edgar Delgado cover. Alright. The next few books of this character is kind of my featured character. Shang-Chi. And this first book is Shang-Chi, Master of 10 Rings, #1 from 2023. Hot off the press. Jim Chung and Romulo Forjado Jr., cover artist. Alright, that's a cool cover, but there's not 10 rings on it. That's the first thing I do is counted the rings. Alright, but this is the favorite. I got 3 Shang-Chi covers, and this is my favorite one. Okay, and while that's up there, I'll read you a little bit about Shang-Chi. Also known as Master of Kung Fu and Brother Hand. First appeared in Special Marvel Edition #15 from 1973. Created by Steve Englehart and Jim Starling. He is one of the world's greatest Kung Fu artists. He has been a member of the Avengers, Agents of Atlas, 5 Weapons Society, MI6, Marvel Knights, Heroes for Hire, Secret Avengers, and Thunderbolts. This guy, he gets around with that Kung Fu kicking. Okay? And so we'll take a pause from that for a second. And my wife and I went to the Grand Canyon in 2014 celebrating my retirement. So on the way back, we stopped in Denver, Colorado. And one of the stops I wanted to get to was Mile High Comics. And this is a picture of Chuck Rosansky, the owner and starter of Mile High Comics. And he was coming down the stairs from his office eating a cup of ramen noodles. And I thought that was neat, and he was the most down-to-earth guy. He said at one point of his life he was homeless, and he was selling comic books out of the back of a station wagon. And from that, he created an empire in comics. So let me stop talking. This is some part of the back issues, and you can see this X-Wing fighter in the background. Well, behind that are wall books. Wall books that go for blocks. I have never seen so many wall books in one place. And I got a picture in front of the Avengers. I was a big Avengers fan back then. And here's a close-up of that X-Wing. It's got Obi-Wan Kenobi and Han Solo cut-out posters. That's pretty cool. And here's a close-up of the X-Wing fighter. And in the background, there's more wall books. Every wall, this place was humongous, and every wall had wall books. So it's a fun place to go if you're a comic book collector. All right, back to the books. Here's a good one. All righty. Let's see. This Ghost Rider, Cosmic Ghost Rider. I gotta find it on my. There it is. Cosmic Ghost Rider #1 from 2023. Now, he looks like a combination of one of the villains from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can't remember his run and rerun or something like that. And then Spawn with the chains, and then Ghost Rider. If his head's on fire and he's out in outer space, why does he need a dome over it? It just doesn't make sense. It would burn up all the oxygen. But in the comic book world, you could do anything you can imagine. Well, here's a good one. She-Hulk with some sort of enchanted sword. And look at the artistry of her hair. Look how well her hair is drawn. And everything is greens like the Hulk, but not neon green, except in the trade dressing. The rest of it, real subtle. And the hair is just fantastic. This is a terrific cover. And let's tell you who the artist is. It's #1 from 2009. I think it's a one-shot. Yeah, it's a one-shot. I like those. A story all in one book. Cover artist, Stefan Sejic. So, that's a good one. Since we're looking at the Hulks, here's one. When I was going through the dollar bin, which is fun when you... Ooh, and you know, you get it going. I seen this, I said, Old Man Logan, did they do an Old Man Hulk? So that's what I kind of thought when I saw this. And he calls himself Maestro. And this is Hulk after mankind destroys itself. And let me tell you, Dale Known and Jason Keith cover. Maestro is what the Hulk calls himself after a nuclear apocalypse. That's what I was trying to remember. So, and he's mad. He wants to be the ruler. Here's a really retro book, which I like the cover. She's superimposed over like a Rastafarian demon looks. And this is Cops, The Job #1 from 1992. This Mike Harris cover shows the rookie on her first day. How'd you like to encounter that thing on your first day? Here's one. Betsy Braddock, Captain Britain, #1 from 2023. This is a fine cover by Erica DeRosso and Matt Wilson. All right, it's just got, it deserves a close-up. The artwork is, again, subtle. I like sometimes subtle things. Not everything has to be a laser blast exploding. And this is almost a laser blast exploding, but it's my second favorite cover in our last book. Judgment Day #1 from 2022. This is a terrific cover by Mark Brooks and Sabine Rice. Okay, and I just want you to take a look at that while I find that Shang-Chi cover that I really like. Yep. These are my two favorite covers of all the books I presented today. And let me give you a little information. Yep, I already did. So I'm just remembering that had a great time at Mile High Comics meeting the CEO that started in a station wagon. I read about him in his bio, and when he was a young teenager, he was selling comic books at flea markets. Sounds kind of familiar, and he built it up to there, and so. And this episode was dedicated to Stan Lee. So with that, I bid you a great day, and I hope you find all the keys and the grails, and you get them 99 centers that have $10 value. I think I've done that. Oh, all these books were out of the dollar bin, so I was really happy with that. And I still got enough from that hunt to do one more show, but I'm going to put that off for a while and do something else in between. All right, take care, everybody.